Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going over fast passing before and during your trip to Walt Disney World. Now, for those of you that are new to the Disney experience, a fast pass is a scheduled time with a 1 hour window that you can show up to the ride and ride it. Now, fast passes do a few things. Number one, they allow Disney more crowd control, but also it allows you, the guest, to be able to get the ride that you really want to get in on your vacation in. And then obviously the other factor of the fast passes is so you don't have to stand in line for nearly as long. Typically fast pass lines are anywhere between walking right onto the ride to maybe 30 minutes. That's a typical kind of scenario. If it's very, very busy, you're going to be more towards that 30 minutes. However, at the same time, those standby lines can also be 3 hours or 4 hours long. So a fast pass where you can walk on or maybe have to wait up to 30 minutes, not a bad deal at all. So keeping that in mind, that fast passes are the way to go, especially for high value rides like Space Mountain, Flight of Passage, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Hollywood Tower of Terror, Slinky Dog Dash. All of those are high value rides. And then of course, there are the rides that are your favorites that you definitely don't want to miss, and you want to make sure that you get those rides done while on your vacation. So we're going to start with booking your fast passes even before you leave your house to go on your Walt Disney World vacation. There are two different ways to book your fast passes before your trip. Number one is that if you are not staying on property, you will have 30 days in advance to be able to book your fast passes. It starts at 7 a.m. 30 days before your first day at the park. So you definitely want to start, and I will tell you this, guys, you want to start at 7 a.m. 30 days before your first day at the park. So you get onto the My Disney Experience app, you go ahead and book your fast passes. You can book up to 3 per day. Keep in mind, you're going to book, if your first day at the parks is going to be Magic Kingdom, then you want to make sure that you book your 3 favorite rides at the Magic Kingdom for that day. And if your next day is at Epcot, you go ahead and book your 3 favorite rides at Epcot for that day. Keep in mind, the high value rides will go super fast, so you want to make sure that you're a little bit flexible on what time of day you go on the ride, but you should be able to book those rides that you want to go. Now, the second way to book your fast pass before you even go on your trip is if you are staying on property. Any of the resorts on Disney property will get you this. So if you're staying at a value resort, moderate resort, deluxe resort, it does not matter whatsoever. You will be able to go 60 days in advance and book your fast passes to whatever parks you want to go to. So you will actually be in front of the line when it comes to people who are not staying on property. And it's just another added perk that Disney gives to those guests that are staying on property. I loved it, because we went 60 days in advance. We went online to the My Disney Experience app and we booked our fast passes, and we got every single thing we wanted. In fact, while we were at Disney, the most high value ride at the time was Flight of Passage, and it still is right now. And it's just incredible. I love this ride. But to be able to go twice, so we actually had 2 days at Animal Kingdom. So we got it for the first day that we were going and the last day that we were going, and we were able to book everything. But it took getting on at 7 a.m., 60 days in advance, 7 a.m. Eastern time. That is a big thing, 7 a.m. Eastern time. Make sure you get on, because we weren't able to get the exact time that we were hoping for, but we were able to get it that day. And I was so happy. And we got everything else that we wanted to fast pass. Kilimanjaro safaris. We got Expedition Everest on there as well. So it was awesome. And then of course, all the other parks we were able to secure our fast passes as well. All the ones that we wanted to get, we got. So that's how you book before you go on your trip. Next, I wanted to go over with you guys how to book fast passes while you're on your trip. Now, you remember, you get 3 fast passes per day when you're booking in advance. Having said that, you will use those 3 fast passes up at some point during the day. Then what do? Well, then you can get another fast pass to go on another ride, whether it be at the park that you're currently at, or if you're wanting to, if you have a park hopping ticket and you want to go over to another park and ride a ride, you can book it for that ride. However, you can only do 1 fast pass at a time once your 3 are up. So if you've used all 3 of your fast passes at the Magic Kingdom, but then you want to fast pass Splash Mountain, you can do that, but that is the only thing that you can fast pass, and then you cannot fast pass again until you've used that fast pass. So if it's 2 hours away, then you have to wait that 2 hours to when you actually go and use your fast pass for Splash Mountain, and then you will be able to actually then book another fast pass to another ride. Now all of that's pretty simple. Here's the thing though, once you've used up your fast passes and you're wanting to book another fast pass, sometimes there aren't any available for the ride that you want to go on at the time that you want to go on. I say to you, be flexible, obviously, if you can, on the times that you go. But the other thing is people are constantly releasing their fast pass. So if they're not going to do one ride that they already have a fast pass for because they want to do another ride, then they will go ahead and release the fast pass, making it available to everybody else. So what you want to do is on your My Disney Experience app, go ahead and play with it a little bit. Go ahead and figure out, check different times, check multiple times on that time. These things happen very, very, very fast. So you want to make sure that you're constantly just kind of playing with the app to see if you can get the rides that you want when you want. So that would be my advice to you guys. It works a lot of the time. So if you want to go on, if you've already used your fast pass and you're wanting to get another one at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, but there's nothing available, check for 4:30, check for 4:15, check back at 4 o'clock again. Keep checking as you guys go through, and more than likely something will show up. And again, stay flexible on your time, but something will show up right in there for you. So guys, that's how you fast pass before and during your trip to Walt Disney World. If you have any other comments that you want to add to that, please leave them below. I'd love to hear what you guys do, what little tricks you might do on the My Disney Experience app to go ahead and get those fast passes. Do you have a certain strategy for what you want to fast pass before you go, and then what you do actually at the parks? I'd love to know. Leave that in the comments as well. And then also guys, go ahead and give us a big thumbs up, like the video, and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. We'd love to share more of these videos with you guys, and also our adventures that we're going to be having here in Colorado. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, get out there, have some fun, and we'll see you on the flip side.